Hey everybody, this is fcghost here, Brandon here, and I would love to do something different. I'm going to do a review on one of my favorite Guitar Hero games, Warriors of Rock, and we're going to go over the basics, we're going to go over the quest, we're going to go over literally everything you can do in this game, give it a nice rating or a bad rating depending on how good it is. I'm going to try not to be that person that talks great about it just because I enjoy it. So we're going to go through the positives and negatives of this game and see where it takes us. We want to look at the hardware. So we want to go with durability and just functioning, just literally if it works, if it feels good and everything. The one thing that this does not have is the touchpad right here, and this is where the batteries go, and the buttons feel good. I love the axe look, and the on switch is right here, and this is what the back looks like, and I believe this is how you open the inside and go into the actual guitar. The only thing I've had a problem with was the strum bar. How it works is just like, it doesn't have that clicking to it like the other one does. The whammy bar is somewhat non-existent because it keeps doing that, so I literally have to go from this to this every now and then because it will not work and I cannot get to it in time. This is the select button and the start button, so I do enjoy this little piece of hardware instead of two little start buttons. The start button's a little bit bigger, so it's a lot easier to function. We're not going to talk about the bass because it's literally the same thing, and we're not going to talk about the microphone because there's nothing different on except for just a little bit of tweaking inside the microphone of what I found out. And this is what the drum kit looks like. Everything is slicker. It looks honestly the same than what the Guitar Hero Metallica came with, and literally nothing much else different. It has a little bit of slight problems with the sensors and where it hits. I believe around after a year or two after playing it non-stop, it starts to have issues with the snare right here because this is the one that's most likely used as the most. And everything up here does not seem to have problems. Everything else is great. It's compatible with double bass, just like every single Guitar Hero ever since, I believe, Guitar Hero Metallica when they first brought it in. So nothing too new about the concept there of the drum set. One thing I want to talk about before we get into what you can do on this game is the new features. The first feature are characters. You get, I believe, 2 new characters in this game, so that is pretty cool. They're still making characters after all this time. Another thing is the new quest mode, which we're going to get into, which was a complete success in my opinion, and the Quick Play Plus, which was great. I also want to give a shout out to IGN and Game Informer, giving it a 6 out of 10 and an 8 out of 10 on this game. So it did fantastic. It could have done better, but what game does not have flaws? So the first thing we want to talk about is quest mode. So what is quest mode? Apparently, the people at Activision really wanted something different with Guitar Hero, and instead of just going song by song, blah, 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 same damn concept over and over again. They wanted to do something more since Guitar Hero 5 kind of got bad reviews and also didn't do good money-wise. So quest mode was created. It is a whole new role-playing experience, and it is just fantastic overall. The quest mode is a whole unique, different concept, and it usually takes around 8 hours to complete 50%, but that is like not the full quest. After you get done with the quest, you can go back with all the powers that you've received, which we'll talk about later, and that usually takes 20 hours to complete during the whole thing, including the first 8 hours that you need to complete the 50% of the concept. it is a long quest, so it will keep you going for a while. So the whole thing around quest mode is a whole unique different concept, just like I said. So at the very beginning when you start, it comes with a cutscene, and apparently the god of rock is dying and encrypted in stone, and the beast is out to get you, apparently, this unknown mechanical machine beast. So in order to defeat it, you need to play songs and recruit heroes and rockers what you just went through, like Axel Steele and Lars, Casey, and Echo, 2 different people, and earn enough stars in order to get them to transform into a legend or a warrior. So the first 4, you use enough stars to get them up, recruit them, and then you go into this whole unique thing that takes around 30 minutes to beat, and it is all included by Rush. It's 2112. If you guys have not listened to that song, go and listen to it. It is around 22 minutes long, I believe, and it is fantastic. And it is set into 7 different parts, and it is narrated by the band Rush. How cool is that? And you just try to get that legendary guitar up, and I believe it is based off of this guitar. And once you have the guitar, you need to recruit 4 more rockers and just do the same thing, just different songs, and the songs are harder. So you need to do that in order to fight the beast. And when you go and defeat the beast, while you're fighting him, you need to play 3 of the hardest songs on the game, and they are Megadeth songs. They are fantastic. So that's another 30 minutes that you have to use, and you need to get enough stars. You need to recruit 2 different bands, 4 rockers on each side, using their powers in order to get enough stars to power up the guitar in order to defeat the beast. So this is a fantastic, well thought out quest mode, instead of just doing the same formula over and over and over again. The only thing I have against quest mode is when you go after the guitar, you get that done, and then you recruit the 4 more rockers. It felt like it lost some depth, and apparently you get these awesome rockers that are recruited into warriors, which are fantastic. The sad part is, though, the last 4, one just turns into a snake and just takes off her skin, yippee skippy. And then the next one is Lars, just turns into a pig. Literally, it just feels like it lost some magic into this quest mode. Overall, that's the only thing I have going against quest mode, but it could have just used a little more sparkle of magic and a little bit better artwork into the rockers and warriors in order for it to gain a better spark. Next is Quick Play Plus. So that is a new concept on with quest mode, which is fantastic because it feels like this is a whole new game. I just recently got off the phone with one of my friends, and we were going to play Guitar Hero, and I told them, which one do you want to play? And they're like, what's the difference? So unless you're an extreme fan of Guitar Hero, the only difference you see is the songs and the graphics. That's the sad part. So this game just feels a completely different game than all the other ones because it just has so many new features, and it just feels newer, and it pushes in the right direction. So with that, Quick Play Plus, if you just continue playing and playing and playing with the different instruments just like normal with people just online or with yourself, you will update so much new stuff and just unlock different things, venues, items, literally a lot of things. The one thing I wish that they did with the Quick Play Plus was bring the challenges down a little bit. I would have been okay with just one challenge for each guitar or drums or something like that, just like 5 challenges or something. It was a good concept and a good idea. The sad part is I've been playing it for years and it just feels like I'm not done. It feels like Skyrim. There's too much stuff to do, and I don't feel like I will see the end of it. And I just want to feel that end, you know? So with the Quick Play Plus, you get things to like items, and you unlock all these items to make a new rocker. So that is not new to Guitar Hero ever since Guitar Hero World Tour came out, and then Band Hero, then Guitar Hero 5, now here, and you can make your own rocker like normal. But it feels as if there's more in-depth with it. The sad part is I was so interested in doing all the challenges and worrying about the quest mode and playing with my cool characters and even my avatar to even care that you could make a rocker. So I feel like this is not really needed in this game. And it's the same with the music creator. You can make your own music just like normal and it feels great and it's a lot easier to manage. The sad part is it just feels like it's extra. It really does, it isn't needed here. Now, the moment you've been waiting for to talk about the music. There is 93 songs on disc, and it corresponds with Bat Country by Avenged Sevenfold. Let's just take a look here. 9 Inch Nails, Pantera, Queen, the Rolling Stones, Rush, Def Leppard, Death Clock, Dragon Force brings a comeback, Linkin Park, Megadeth, Metallica and Ozzy Osbourne, and The Perfect Circle. So literally so many cool songs for rock and metal, and it just feels fantastic for me anyway. The only downside I feel on this game is it requires a taste for metal or rock when all the other games kind of had their concept of, oh, here's your metal, here's your rock, here's your hard rock, here's just different kinds of genres. It just feels like this is too hooked on rock and metal, which I understand because it's Warriors of Rock, duh. The sad part is it feels as if it's more metal than rock in my defense. The other good thing about this game is you can import all of your old songs from the other discs and all of your extra songs on here onto Warriors of Rock. So that is a good thing. And another good thing was there's a lot of DLC that was released when this was released. So there was a lot of extra content that you can bring onto this game. The only downside on this was, even though Activision came out with Guitar Hero 5 and over 40% of people playing Guitar Hero was playing on Expert. So they needed something to up the ante and bring the Expert up to grasp and people to just get on and find a challenge. The sad part is I feel like over 50% of these songs are very challenging, and if you're not good at the game, you'll just feel left out and you'll feel like you'll never get on Expert because everything is so too damn hard, and that is a problem. So last but not least is competitive mode. It would not be a Guitar Hero game if you could not play against your friends. It is great. There's nothing really bad to say about this. And I don't see anything wrong with it too, because that was one of the biggest things when I was playing Quick Play Plus. I was playing it with other people online, and it was a lot quicker because I felt like you could always find someone playing, and it was just so much fun. The songs gave you a challenge and it was fun to play, and you could also help others get their stuff too. So basically, competitive mode, I wasn't playing against people. I mean, honestly, I couldn't find people there, but people playing Quick Play Plus, people are still playing to this very day, 9 years after this game was released. So to be honest, it is still being played today. It's still fun, and there's always something to do because there's so many gold medals you can try to get with your friends or regular people online. And again, you can still talk to them just like any other Guitar Hero while you guys are playing and you see their highway. It is nothing different. It just feels a little bit better on this game than the most recent Guitar Hero 5. So with the help of the new stuff and the new items, the new quest mode, the new career mode, just literally everything new, and it just freshened up this whole entire game. It just feels great to say that this deserves an 8 out of 10 on my radar. And this is not just because this is my favorite game of all time. If it was, then I would give it a 10 out of 10. The sad part is it's not a perfect game. It still needs some things. And yeah. But overall, this game is fantastic, and if you guys have not played it before, please give it a shot. I believe it's only around $6 at GameStop or online, and if you have the guitars to play it, go ahead and play it. It is best to play with a friend or just play quest mode by yourself. So there's a lot to do in this game, and it definitely deserves an 8 out of 10 on my radar. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment your feelings, and I will comment back and try to continue the discussion with you guys. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give a like down there. And if you guys want to watch my walkthrough on this game, I have all 19 or 20 parts, I cannot remember, down there. So if you have around 15 hours to spare, go ahead and watch it. I have it all in the description. You guys can watch it from part 1 all the way down to part 20, I believe. So if you guys enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you really did enjoy it, comment that you want another review, and I will definitely take your comments into consideration and to see which ones I'm going to review next.